Hey, Scruffy. I forgot to turn on the light. I guess there's enough sunlight. I'm early again. So how you doing, Scruffy? So I have hearty cuts with real chicken and beef and kibble. So I'm planning to go for a bike ride after I feed you. So I was hoping to do it before, but yeah, I lost track of time. And that's a different meow. Wow. Wow, that's a different meow. It's higher pitched than usual. Okay, that's a little more normal. Yeah, that's a lot more normal. Yeah, that's the raspy normal. So, ready for the food? Yeah, I think you are. Okay, coming out. Okay, I'm going to put the food on the table. You're blocking my path. There you go. Okay, I'll get the glove on. Okay, here I come. So, yeah, I lost track of time today. I was working on some stupid things. Required me to type a lot of messages. And basically, yeah, by the time I realized what time it was, I thought it might be too late to go for a bike ride in order to feed Scruffy at the normal time. So I ended up just continuing to work a little longer, so then I could feed Scruffy at the early side of dinner time. And then I will try to go for a bike ride afterwards. I may have to cut my route shorter than what I've been doing just because it's so late. I'm actually thinking maybe I'm going to give Scruffy his food bowl and leave partway through and let him finish on his own just so I can get out sooner. But we'll see. So today was, cooler than yesterday, I think. So going for a bike ride this afternoon actually might have actually worked. Still kind of hot, but it was probably manageable this afternoon on a bike. Probably still too hot to run. So I did go for my run last night after I fed Scruffy, and yeah, the weather cooled down to a reasonable temperature, and I actually had the best run I think I've had since I've injured myself. So I improved my time, I think, by almost 5 minutes. I'm still slow compared to before I got injured, but improving by a few minutes. That's just kind of showing how bad out of shape I've been. Trying to get back into shape. And all this injury recovery. So I did notice after I finished my run when I got back home, there was some dirt, a little bit of dirt on both of my inner ankles. And I thought that was unusual. That usually doesn't happen. And it wasn't particularly dirty today or yesterday. So I looked it up, and it looks like it's a thing called heel whip. And unfortunately, it can be caused by a whole bunch of things. But I suspect, it's either a muscle like quadriceps or something are too tight, which is actually kind of an ongoing problem with me, and it's causing my stride to be kind of irregular or natural, or I may be trying to compensate for some other injury that I'm not fully conscious of. I think it's probably more the tight quadriceps or tight some particular muscle group. I probably need to do more stretches. It's always been a problem for me. I'm not very flexible. I had a back injury once, and the physical therapy basically is telling me your muscles are extraordinarily tight. You really need to stretch more. So I was doing all the stretching exercises, and it didn't really seem to make much of a difference. It made a little difference, but not a lot. I think my muscles are just kind of unusually tight. They've always been kind of that way. I probably need to do more full day stretching regimens or something like that. I don't know, but I think there's something abnormal about how inflexible my muscles are. And it makes me prone, I think, to certain types of injuries because of that. So I've got to be careful. But other than that, the run was actually, really good. So, improved my time by several minutes. I did all 4 laps. As the sun went down, my time actually, I think, got better. So I think, heat was mostly the limiting factor yesterday. And I actually started, so I did, 4 laps. I think when I got to lap 3, I was actually feeling better than when I had started, which is kind of strange, but I think it was just all the heat. So, oh no, I was happy with the run yesterday. So, hope I continue my improvement. So that's kind of why I want to go on a bike ride today. That I've been cooped in all day. Okay, I think we're gonna get Scruffy's food. Ready for your food? Yeah. Okay, let's get your food. Let's see how fast you eat tonight. Okay. So let's see. I got up really early this morning. Didn't really want to, but got up. I didn't see Scruffy early this morning, but by mid-morning he was on the big table sleeping. So that's the first time I've seen him on the big table in a while. So So let's see. A little later, I didn't film it, but I was checking the ice or the freezer, and I think Scruffy may have heard me open and close it because he suddenly woke up and was looking around. So I left and just wanted him to go back to sleep, and I think he did. So at lunchtime, I think he was sleeping out in the aisle again. And yeah, he looked really sleepy, groggy, so I decided to do something a little different, and I basically put down the water and went back in very quickly. Because I was curious if he would immediately come over to the water after I left, or would he spend some time trying to get up? Because usually I'm hanging out here for a couple minutes, and he just sits or lies there, doesn't come over. But because I've been there for a few minutes, he's had enough time to wake up. So I was wondering if I went in immediately, would there be a period of time where he needs to kind of get himself up and become awake before he walks over. And so the moment I went in, he got up, came right over. So yeah, he didn't need any lead time. So he, I think, looked at the water again before taking a drink. He didn't wait as long as some of the previous days, but he still hesitated, I think. And then, yeah, I think I just closed the blinds and went on what I was doing. So as I said, I was working on a lot of stupid, tedious things today. So one tedious thing is I've been getting a lot of spam in my email box, a lot of new spam. So I set up tons of spam mail filters. So I try to automatically filter these things out, but a bunch of them start getting through my filters. So I decided I wanted to spend a little bit of time figuring out maybe another solution. And I remembered I actually have an old email address that I haven't used in a long time. I actually created it for spam. I think it was under Gmail. Yeah, it was. And so I thought maybe I should, start reusing that, and maybe it'll help my spam problem. So the problem is that Google doesn't identify my computer anymore, and I can't prove to it that I own the account, even though I know the password. So basically I log in, and then Google basically wants me to do a two-factor authentication. But the problem is when I signed up for this account, this predated their current system of two-factor authentication. I made this account a really long time ago. And so I never gave them a phone number, didn't think I needed one. I don't think I even set up an alternate email address for that. It was just a spam account. Who cares? But I have the password. So I know the password's legitimate. And they don't question the password, but they just said, yeah, we need to further validate you because we don't recognize your computer or something stupid like that. And so the only thing I think I gave them was at the time I think I had to fill out a question, or a question answer thing. So I know the answer. And unfortunately, the question I picked was my library card number. but I made this account so long ago. Yeah, that I stopped going to the library, and the card's no longer active or usable, and I don't have it anymore, and I don't remember what my library card number is, and so I can't get into my account. So I was trying to figure out ways I can convince the system to let me through, and no, just won't let me in. And I tried. I thought I had found my library card, so I put down the number, and it didn't work. So it wasn't that library card. Yeah, I've gone through a couple different library cards because I haven't been to the library in forever. Actually, even when the library was a thing, before Amazon or Google Books or whatever, I need the balls. I had the habit of opening a library card and then not using it, and then it would basically be deactivate it and then have to get a new library card. Do that a bunch of times and end up with all brand new library cards. So one of my friends tells me I should get my library card or get a new library card because you can rent DVDs. The DVDs you can get now are actually pretty good. Though I don't think I have a working DVD player anymore. I had one, but it seemed to stop working. The thing is, I think the DVD player is fine, but I think it's so old that they subtly changed the data format, and it can't play like certain newer DVDs or something like that. Because last time I tried it, it didn't seem to work with any newer DVDs. Not that I have time to watch any DVDs or movies or anything. I probably won't get a library card. So anyway, I think Scruffy's done. I need to go for a bike ride, so I'm gonna get up. Oh, he's moving, so I don't even need to scare him. So he's walking off. Nope, he stopped. But I'm gonna get up, and that will finish moving him. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.